2400 is the trip. Track rating is dead. Rail in the true position. They start over at the 1,000 metre point. They come around and they've got another circuit to go. Field of 4. All in. Starter has the field for the first race. All clears there. And the 4 of them are on their way now. Westminster Place, the favourite, jumped away quickly. He's landed about 3/4 in front from Arpa Nui, Mocha Master, and Worthy Knight is between that pair and his last of the 4, but only about a length and a half off the lead. So they settle down. Westminster Place, who won here on Australia Day, in front, but quickly headed now by Mocha Master. And Mocha Master is going to take the lead as they work off the back the first time, about a length and a half. Westminster Place second, Worthy Knight moving up around him, and a length and a half to Arpa Nui is last of all. Off the back the first time, and it's Mocha Master in front, leading about a half length. Worthy Knight is second. A length away third is Westminster Place, who settled well here for Julian Harris, who claims the 3 kilos. And Arpa Nui's just left a little bit deep here. Pace is not all that quick as you would imagine for a 4-horse field, and into the straight the first time round. And the leader is Mocha Master on the inside. Worthy Knight is 1 off the fence, and 3 out is Arpa Nui. Westminster Place, who was first into stride, led them early, is now last of the 4, but would only be about 3 lengths off the lead. Down to the post, they've got around 13 or 1400 to run now. In front here is Mocha Master, led by about a half length. Worthy Knight is second as they leave the straight. Westminster Place is travelling well. Third over on the inside of Arpa Nui, who was trapped wide and has now just gone back a little. He's last of the quartet as they head towards the back. Inside the 1200 mark, and in front here is Mocha Master. He leads by about a half length. Worthy Knight is second, who's working towards a hurdling campaign again. Westminster Place is third. Arpa Nui last of the 4, almost 2 pairs now. As they head up the back, 900 left to run. Mocha Master's joined by Worthy Knight. Arpa Nui again strides up out 3 deep, and it's Arpa Nui who's now taken the lead from Worthy Knight. Mocha Master's just being a little bit but one-paced at the moment, and he's being passed by Westminster Place. He drops out last, Mocha Master, when they accelerated here, and Arpa Nui led at the 600 mark. Quickly, Westminster Place is whipping around the field. Worthy Knight's under pressure, and they've left Mocha Master behind. Off the back, and Westminster Place is absolutely dead set cruising at the moment. Favourite looking the goods. He's about 2.5 in front. Arpa Nui, Worthy Knight, and then a long break to Mocha Master. That's probably the order they'll finish here. Up to the turn though, Westminster Place. He's got about 4 lengths break here on Arpa Nui second. Worthy Knight is third. There's no doubt Mocha Master will run last into the straight. They're coming out wide. Well, the winner is anyway Westminster Place. He's got it all sewn up. He's about 6 in front. Arpa Nui is second. Worthy Knight is third. And then Mocha Master. But Julian Harris is making an absolute good thing of this favourite in the first. Westminster Place wins by 8 lengths. Second goes to Arpa Nui. 3 away third is Worthy Knight. And Mocha Master's about 15 lengths away last of the 4.
142. That track is rated as dead at Hanging Rock.
Just about right to go now. Over on the outside, Carrier Till completed the lineup. And in pretty steady rain, they're off and racing on a dead track in the first on the program. And one of the first out is Clear Springs, while Trista Carrier Till is prominent on the outside, whilst Melos is not far away over on the inside rail as they leap the field. Didn't jump it well. He went down on his nose, Melos. Here's the second hurdle coming up now, and Carrier Till leaps it reasonably well from Sober Comment over it nicely second. Wild Trista in third place, and then Clear Springs, Mountain Affair. Melos over on the inside. 2 or 3 lengths further back is Yo-Yo Joe, and about 4 lengths to King Lap when they came round the turn the first time round. They've jumped the first 2. There's 8 hurdles on the still to go, and the leader is Carrier Till. He's gone out with a good lead early, about 5 lengths in front of Wild Trista over it. And then Sober Comment going forward from Clear Springs. Melos just in behind them. Mountain Affair on the outside. Towards the end, Yo-Yo Joe and King Lap. Now Carrier Till over the next hurdle. Jumped it nicely. King Lap just scraping through it at the back of the field. And down to the post now, it's Carrier Till, the leader, with with the blinkers on today. He's the best part of 4 lengths in front, maybe 5 to Sober Comet. Mountain Affair outside Wild Trista. Melos came away from the fence to get over that one ahead of Wild Trista, and then Clear Springs, Yo-Yo Joe and King Lappers last of all. About 1,700 metres to go, and they've jumped half of the jumps now, and Carrier Till leaves the straight with about a 3 or 4 lengths lead. Going into second placing is Mountain Affair from Sober Comment. Wild Trista back on the inside, a length further back is Melos, 2 lengths to Clear Springs around Yo-Yo Joe, and a length and a half to King Lap last of the 8. Into the back now, Carrier Till about 4 lengths in front, Mountain Affair 3 lengths Sober Comet. Half a length to Wild Trista, 3/4 to Melos the outside, 3 to Clear Springs, followed by Yo-Yo Joe and King Lap. Carrier Till comes to the first of 3 down the back straight. Over it he goes in front of Mountain Affair in second placing, about 4 lengths back. In the field then is Sober Comet. Melos going through on the inside of him, and a length to Wild Trista. At the next jump, he's being followed 2 lengths back by Yo-Yo Joe. Clear Springs a good way back, and King Lap's been last all the way. 1,000 left to go. Here's the third last one coming up now. Carrier Till more than 2 lengths in front over it. From Mountain Affair, 1 to Melos third. 1 further back in the field, Sober Comet. 2 lengths to Wild Trista, feeling the strain. And then came Clear Springs, a length and a half to Yo-Yo Joe and King Lap last of all. Carrier Till leads coming down the hill. Is about 2.5 in front of Mountain Affair. 2 lengths to Melos and a neck to Sober Comet with a break of about 4 or 5 lengths then to back towards the end, Clear Springs. Carrier Till leads Mountain Affair as they swing around the home turn. 2 lengths then to Melos. Over on the inside, they corner now 2 to jump, and Carrier Till leads by more than 2 lengths. Melos is coming after him on the inside of Mountain Affair. Here's the second last one coming up now, and Carrier Till jumped it pretty well from Melos, trying hard and getting closer. He's closing on the leader now. Carrier Till is tackled by Melos, who goes to the lead at the last. Melos over it all reasonably well. 2 lengths to Carrier Till and Mountain Affair on the outside, but Melos with a couple of slaps of the lips starts to draw away, and Melos takes out the hurdle pretty well. Melos first has won it by about 3 lengths. Second Mountain Affair, and third Carrier Till. They're trailed by Yo-Yo Joe, and back behind them Clear Springs, King Lap and Sober Comment, and back last was Wild Trista.
Number 2, Melos, 170 for the win, beat 4 and 5. Moving in Port Lincoln for race 1, Persian Peril into...
It is good. It's a good card, and we're all set for the first, where Bell will run the favourite around $3.50 on the New South Wales TAB. Starter moving to his platform. 1,400 metres. Secret Scoop's moved in. Prima Baci shakes the head in close. They're all set. Looked a perfect line from here. Starter not quite happy. Now they're off. Prima Baci was a shade slow to go. Out wide, Vintage Power, and also Amethysta jumps smartly. Ginger Spark showing speed. Secret Scoop on the inside going through, and Prima Baci settles about 4th. Try Gold with the gold and blue cap is going up between runners. Miss Kent on the rail from Nothing to Declare. A length away, Bell. She's third last. They were followed by Smoke and Fire and Love to Wanna last of all at the 1,000 metres mark, and Secret Scoop railed up on the fence and went to a clear lead. Ginger Spark second. Great Vintage is racing, or rather on the outside, Vintage Power racing third. They were followed by Making Ground, Miss Kent on the inside, then Prima Baci ridden back off the speed in 5th. A length away, Nothing to Declare. Try Gold, Amethysta is wide. Then came Bell in the centre, a length to Smoke and Fire and Love to Wanna last of all. 600 metres out, the leader is travelling pretty well at the moment. Secret Scoop led by over a length on Ginger Spark, close enough if good enough. A length away, Vintage Power, then Miss Kent on the fence from Prima Baci. The leader is starting to sprint them for home after being set a pretty easy task in the early stages. Try Gold wide, and further back is Bell in the stretch, and Ginger Spark is after the leader, Secret Scoop, who still leads the way at the 200. 2 lengths to Miss Kent, starting to wind up. Try Gold down the centre from Bell and Nothing to Declare. On the outside, Ginger Spark levelling up. Here's Try Gold and Bell. Bell bursting through. Bell coming quickly. Bell hits the lead near the shadows of the post and gets home to win. Try Gold second. Might be Ginger Spark third. Love to Wanna the fence, rattling home late from Miss Kent. They were followed by Smoke and Fire. Then came Vintage Power. Further back in the field would have been Secret Scoop, who looked the winner 200 metres out. Prima Baci well back, and Amethysta last.
Race 1, Warwick Farm, and Bell getting through. Here was a
Platform. Mighty Misty goes in, 1,000 metres the trip. Set to go. There's the all clear. They're racing this time, and beginning quickly is Defined with Mighty Misty. Going up out deeper is Star Domain, nice and quick, and going through nearer the inside now is Limeran as they settle into stride. About 2.5 to Ritual Prince, then Tansu, My Girl Suki, Clap Your Hands, and Tate Wiggers last of all. To find on the inside with Star Domain and Mighty Misty are sharing the front off the back. 2 lengths to Nice and Quick, followed by Limeran. About 2 further back in the race then comes Tansu, who's on the inside of My Girl Suki. Ritual Prince deeper out, just over a length to Tate Wig, and last Clap Your Hands about 8 off the lead. Down before the home turn, and it's Star Domain quickly being headed off by Limeran, who's whipped around the outside. It's very deep on the track. They are starting to scalp wide. Limeran's taken the lead from Mighty Misty. Beaten is Star Domain, and then Defined, who's coming out even deeper from Nice and Quick. They're the chances at the 150. Mighty Misty against the insides in front from Limeran, who's just dying on his run. Defined sweeping down the centre. Defined out after Mighty Misty. Mighty Misty in front. Defined's got him though, and Defined goes on to win about 3/4. Mighty Misty, third Limeran. A break then to Nice and Quick, Ritual Prince, Star Domain. Then Tansu, next Tate Wig from Clap Your Hands, and My Girl Suki was last home.
Number 6, Defined, scoring 550 for the win. Super Tab over number 8, Mighty Misty, and 2, Lima. Here's Greg.
Rod Hilton, yes, it hasn't stopped raining since 10:30 here at Sandown. The track downgraded to slow at 1 o'clock. Now, just the one to move in, and that is Stars Fear, who won the St Ledger at its last start after finishing second to Streak in the Launceston Cup. She's the favourite, $3.20, $3.80 for Starbinder, $5.80 for Ice Doctor. Now into $5.20, in fact. Here's Stars Fear. Stars Fear is going to be the last to move in for Damien Oliver, just a little reluctant to join them. Track now rated slow. Oliver dismounting now, and they'll try and move her in riderless. Downgraded at 1 o'clock. And that has forced a couple of late scratchings already. Race 4, number 6, Yarramis, and race 5, number 6, Civil List. And no doubt there'll be some more as payment time approaches for later races. Now Stars Fear's joined them on the outside, and they're ready to break. $3.20 for the favourite, Stars Fear. And they're off and racing. Stars Fear out reasonably. Starbinder easing back early. Bow Tie's one of the first out. Seahorse and High Aims away quickly. And Noble Dreamer isn't far off the pace, and Stars Fear is booting up again on the outside. Bow Tie's led at the post the first time. Stars Fear quickly goes to second. A length and a half to High Aims settling third, and then Seahorse as they head towards the turn out of the straight. They're followed by Noble Dreamer. Ice Doctor in behind them. About 3 lengths then to Starbinder, followed by Prince Humble, and Our Grades as last of all as they head out of the straight now at the 1600 metres on this now slow rated track. And Bow Ties is the leader into the back, a length clear. Stars Fear is second, a length Noble Dreamer third on the inside. High Aims ahead away fourth the outside, and then Seahorse. One further back is Ice Doctor, Prince Humble. Starbinder is next to last by the 1400 metres, and Our Grades whip the field in. Down the back and Bow Ties 3/4 in front. Stars Fear up second on the outside. Noble Dreamer in third placing from High Aims has come out 3 wide there. Seahorse in the centre running fifth. A length further back is Ice Doctor. 1.5 then to Prince Humble, 1 to Starbinder, and 2 lengths to Our Grades. Down the back they race now, heading to the 1,000 metres, and Stars Fear went to the front now. And the Tasmanian mare at the 1,000 metre mark led a length and a half. Bow Ties is second. In third placing Noble Dreamer on the inside of High Aims, and now Seahorse is whipping up fast on the outside. 1.5 to Ice Doctor, followed by Starbinder and Prince Humble together, and Our Grades last of all. When they come down the hill, they're inside the 800 metres. Stars Fear by 1 length to Bow Ties, and a length away is Seahorse, who's called on to make some ground now. 1.5 then to Ice Doctor around High Aims, followed by Noble Dreamer, who's losing ground on the inside. Starbinder's one of the last, swinging around the home corner. Our Grades back there with Prince Humble. Now Stars Fear just the leader into the straight from Bow Ties. High Aims on the inside. They've got away about 4 lengths now on Starbinder through on the inside, and then Ice Doctor. Stars Fear though races down to the 200. Oliver gives her a couple of taps with the whip. She's quickly put 2 lengths on. High Aims chasing. Bow Tie's gone. Ice Doctor the outside, but Stars Fear 100 out. Leads by over 2 lengths. Ice Doctor and High Aims. Stars Fear against the rail in front. Ice Doctor tries hard, but Stars Fear beats Ice Doctor nearly a length. High Aims third. They're followed by Our Grades, Bow Ties and Starbinder in a line together. And then there's a break behind them to Prince Humble and Seahorse, and a bad last was Noble Dreamer.
Number 2, Stars Fear, $3.30 for the win. Super Tab over 3 Ice Doctor and 5 High Aims. At Port Lincoln, runners
start by 2 or 3 lengths. Sir Airborne landed in front but is not anxious to lead. Irish Edition went through on the inside and Grey Jester will posse up third. Sherry back on the rails is fourth, and then a half a length to Priest and a length to Oban Glen, who's in last placing. When they balance up now, Sir Airborne strides to the front here for Bulldog. Led a little more than the length. Grey Jester going up to second on the outside. About a length further back to Priest, and then he's managed to get out 3 wide on Sherry. Back on the rails, Irish Edition, and a couple of lengths further back to Oban Glen. At the 700 metre mark now, he couldn't have it easier on Sir Airborne. He's sitting against it on the inside, about a half length to Grey Jester, niggled that. One further back to Priest, who's being ridden up on the outside. Irish Edition is under pressure, then Sherry, and last of all Oban Glen. At the 500 metre mark now, Sir Airborne about a half a length in front. Grey Jester under great pressure on the outside. A couple of lengths to Sherry, starting to run on a bit, and a break further back then to Priest. But on the corner now, Sir Airborne, the favourite, kicked away. Open up a lead of about a length and a half from Grey Jester under the whip. Sherry trying hard is third, and a long break to Oban Glen. Sir Airborne about a length and a half or 2 lengths in front in the straight. It's flat strap. Bulldog riding it with a whip. Running second to it is on the outside Grey Jester and then Sherry, but Sir Airborne will lead all the way and win. Sir Airborne by about a length and a half. Sherry is second. Third on the outside Grey Jester. A good break further back in the race to Oban Glen, followed by Priest, and Irish Edition was along last.
2 Sir Airborne, 170 Super Tab from 4 Sherry and 7 Grey Jester. Only a minute and a half to start time at Warwick Farm. Totes Canberra 1810, Long Meadows 310, beat Ironbark and Sun Tie. Favourite Quinella 430, try 64.40. Warwick Farm in a minute, Haywire 160. Number 2 Trish Glee $4.60, Astrology 420, Sativa 21, and Brief Prospect 26, Hermine $36. For Warrigal Race 2 in 5. Umarga $12, Argyle Classic 51, Ultimate Betrayal 770, Get Up Gambit $10, Kukri 470, Tiavon 560.
Haywire, the short price favourite, 160. She is very short. The red light on, racing. Astrology seemed to get a head up in the air at the start. She went back after the jump, and away very quickly was Haywire. Her mind began very quickly and is showing speed to go up and tackle for the lead. Brief Prospect settles third. Astrology getting up on the inside. Trish Glee is over racing. She's out 3 wide, and the rider is trying to ease back, but she's pulling ferociously. She's got the head high in the air and about 3 lengths away. Sativa last of all. Haywire went to the front, and Cassidy dictates from the lead. He leads about a length and a half, nearly 2 lengths of mine. A length away, Astrology beautifully positioned. 2 lengths to Brief Prospect. Well, Trish Glee is pulling Nick out of the saddle. She's got a mouth wide open. She's got a head searching for more air, and she wants to go a lot quicker. And Savit 2.5 away at the tail. It's Haywire at a good clip now. Cassidy's up tempo over the crossing at the 1400 metres mark. Went out to lead 2.5 lengths. Hermine second. Astrology parked away and Nick away on the fence. 3 lengths then to Brief Prospect. 2.5 to Trish Glee. She's settled a lot better now, and 3 lengths Sativa last of all. Racing to the 1100 metres mark. They're going to the top of the track. Haywire made play. She's been there every step of the way, led by 2.5 lengths on Astrology. Hermine on the outside, 2.5 away Brief Prospect, 2.5 to Trish Glee, and last of all is Sativa. With 950 metres to go, Haywire is given a breather. Astrology popped off the fence, pushing Hermine 3 wide as she moves up to be second, but Hermine is now going forward again to tackle. So the rider on Astrology, Boss, grabs hold, and he's a length and a half away third. Brief Prospect 2 lengths back from Trish Glee, who's being passed on the outside by Sativa. It's Haywire at the 600 metres mark, just in front of Hermine. Astrology's had the best run behind them, 2 lengths away. 2 lengths then to Trish Glee, starting to wind up. She's going up on the inside of Astrology as they start to bunch on the bend from Brief Prospect, and Sativa last of all around the bend. Cassidy still got a grip on Haywire. She leads the way. Here's Astrology 3 out running on. Hermine the centre, and now Trish Glee back to the fence. Haywire 250 metres out in front. Astrology out in the centre, starting to reel her in. Then Trish Glee. Astrology's moved up with 100 metres to go. The informed Glen Boss, hands and heels, had a look over his shoulder. Haywire kicking again in front. Astrology, she's too good. Wins 3/4 of a length on the line to Haywire. 2 lengths away Trish Glee. Then came Brief Prospect, Sativa, and last of all was Hermine. 1 filly is Stay.
Scoring up.
Almost set. Light is on. All clear's there. racing. Tour Joy's missed it, also Delarine. They both missed it about 3 or 4 lengths. Ambertage, one of the first out, and shows good early speed with Red Ruler. Trumped going through on the fence from Rare Micah. Off the pace is Bouncing Babe, then single-handed. Next is Merlin's Daughter. Cold Snap is out deeper on the track, followed further back there by Tour Joy, and well out of it is Delarine, who's back to last of all as they work off the back. Inside the 700, it's Trumped in front. He led narrowly from Red Ruler up on the outside. About 2 lengths to Rare Micah, third, 3 further back to Cold Snap. Red Ruler back on the fence. Bouncing Babe's a fair way off them. Further back in the field there is Tour Joy. With them is Delarine as they swing for home. Rama's a fair way back at the tail end of the field. On the turn, Trumped on the inside with Ambertage. Lead by about a length. Rare Micah's coming down the centre. Tour Joy putting in a run, and Cold Snap right down the outside at the 150. Ambertage on the outside of Trumped, a length to Rare Micah. Cold Snap finishing strongly. Trumped is claimed here on the outside by Rare Micah. Trumped, Rare Micah, Ambertage, and look at one getting home out wide. Coming from near enough to last, Garvey down the outside. I'll leave it to the judge. Garvey's there with Rare Micah, Cold Snap, Trumped and close up Ambertage. 5 of them only about a neck between them at the most. Then Red Ruler. Next home would have been Tour Joy. Behind them would have been, let's see, Bouncing Babe. With them would have been Merlin's Daughter, Rama, Delarine, and single-handed was one of the last.
The navy blue colours has had some experience on rain-affected ground at its first start when second on a dead track. And although getting out to 240 and 110, it's clearly the top pick. Has been money for the first start of Nasmar and at Talak filly. Greg Childs and Peter Hayes. It's into $4.90. It's Smites' Magic standing up on the inside of Skates. Silk Pyjamas down in gate 1. Silk Pyjamas has come into $9.10 now, but the favourite Skates at $2.40. $7.70 for Enemy. $6.10 for number 4 Ruby Heights, and $4.90 for number 7 Nasmar. Most of them in the gates now. Light rain still falling. It hasn't stopped at all here at Sandown. Track downgraded to slow at 1 o'clock after the running of the first. Now Nasmar has come up into the line and straight through the front of it too. But the attendant had hold. And this filly now trotting around behind the line again. Land of Dreams in the meantime. Here's Land of Dreams coming up into the stalls. Nasmar just walked straight through the front of the gates, which sprung open, and she's being led around behind the stalls once more. And at Talak filly from a last Tycoon mare, and she's in down to $4.50. Can Greg Childs continue this unbelievable run? 16 city meetings in a row. He's had at least a winner, and in that time he's had 1 treble and 8 doubles. He's scorched up the premiership since... Oh, she's in a bit of a mood. She's just got rid of Greg there. She just leant down and double-barreled, and off he went. I hope he's all right. He's standing up. He's okay, just behind the stalls there. Soft landing. Enemy's gone into the stalls with Ruby Heights, and we await Greg Childs to climb back aboard Nasmar, who just threw him off a moment ago. He's climbing back into the stalls again. So Greg to get back aboard Nasmar. Skates are standing alongside her. Nearly ready now. They're off now. Nasmar dwelt slightly. Skates was away fast with Land of Dreams. Silk Pyjamas look to be a little slow towards the inside. Lucola shows some pace. Coming up towards the 800 metres now. Enemy out wide, goes to the lead. Skates inside it, and they settle down the 2 leaders now. Just behind those is Ruby Heights on the outside. Nasmar going through on the inside, and Lucola not far off the pace and has the rail, followed by Smites' Magic. Then came Land of Dreams, and about 4 lengths last of order Silk Pyjamas around the home turn now, and Skates closest to the the inside, cornered beautifully, leads by 2 lengths. Nasmar on the fence, Ruby Heights wider out, and Enemy the deepest runner chasing this leader with Smites' Magic coming down the outside. Skates the leader at the 200 metres, out by about a length to Nasmar, closing on the inside. Smites' Magic gets to third, Skates in front of Nasmar, 100 to go, has it won, and the little grey filly is 2 lengths clear and is too fast, and Skates wins it well by 2 lengths to Nasmar. Smites' Magic got third, a gap to Enemy, Land of Dreams, and then Ruby Heights, followed by Silk Pyjamas, and Lou Kohler dropped out to last. Comfortable win for number 1, Skates, ridden by Matthew Gatt, and the time 57.8. Jumped quickly to the lead, and Matthew sat quietly on her, kept her nicely balanced, and she's gone on for a good win. Number 1, Skates first, trained by Lee Friedman, ridden by Matthew Gatt. Second to number 7, Nasmar, battled strongly, ridden by Greg Childs. And third, 8, Smites' Magic.
Finishing the race off better than anything. And that comes on the back of a very strong effort behind Countess Christie. So the form around her is outstanding. Question is, how far back will she be in the early stages? Now they're just about all set. Bocelli's moved in. And we're waiting on, it looks to be one more to come forward. Could be Stormy Mo, who's yet to move up. In fact, it is. Stormy Mo yet to move in. Agua Caliente stood up well. Soothsayer, drawn gate 1, has been in there for some time. And now they bring Stormy Mo up. Stormy Mo consents to move in. And the big field of 18 set at the 1400 metres. Starter on top of his ladder, picks up the button, and they're ready to jump. Stand well in their racing. They've jumped in a good line. Agua Caliente, Otis Gay away quickly. Stormy Mo out wide. Tributes away smartly. And Baroncelli going smartly. Not too far away, Mr. Kabbalah. They were followed by Hasty Bird. Newtown Magic showing speed, but getting back now. As they settle down at the 1100 metres mark, Otis Gay went to the front from Soothsayer. Hasty Bird going quickly from Mr. Kabbalah. Agua Caliente. They were followed by Whistler, moving up to be third with the white cap, pulling hard, and he's going up to attack. Further out, Stormy Mo. Between runners, Hasty Bird. Triple Sal Chow the fence. Then further out to Tributes. Chu Chow Kids well back in the field with Music Man. Bocelli jumped well, but he's drifting back. City Recruit is 6th last with the red cap. Further a length away to Master Mason. Newtown Magic. Then came Vintage Morn. And last of all is Iron Mill on the bend. And at the 500 metres mark, Soothsayer with the inside leads Otis Gay. 3 out Whistler. Hasty Bird 4 out with the orange cap starting to run on. They were followed behind those then as they come to the bend. As they round the bend by Abstain, then Mr. Kabbalah, further back Agua Caliente, and then City Recruit back 7th with the red cap going to the inside in the straight, and Abstain the grey on the outside moved up and hit the lead, trying to go with him Whistler. City Recruit's about to get out and she is fairly motoring. City Recruit's after Abstain and Whistler the inside. Whistler the inside, City Recruit out wide, Whistler giving City Recruit lunges. Oh, very tight. City Recruit, Whistler, Whistler, City Recruit, nothing in it. Outside's put a big stride in right on the line. Abstain third. Hasty Bird, Mr. Kabbalah. They were followed by Tributes, Triple Sal Chow. Further back in the field would have been Bocelli, then Music Man, Soothsayer, Otis Gay, Master Mason, Vintage Morn, Agua Caliente. Well back in the field was Iron Mill, Stormy Mo, Newtown Magic, and Chu Chow Kid. City Recruits come hard on the outside. Absolutely flying at the finish, grabbing Whistler and getting up to score. Number 3, 250 and 140, City Recruit.
Famous Folly getting set, resuming, handles it well. Traffair has been on the wet ground 3 times, 2 wins, including a good victory over My Gingerman. Puts her in with a chance. Austria coming up into the stalls now. And then the last to move up will be That's Liberty. Steady Rain has continued to fall, track slow. That's Liberty moved up, completes the line, and they're set to go. Ready. Racing now. Good start too at the 1200. Golden Express and Belgalon first out from Dynastar. Mazir into stride quickly. Lady Arlington holding her place down to the inside as they settle down and go through the first 200 metres. Golden Express settles about a length in front. Running second, Mazir. Dynastar the outside is third. Lady Arlington close up on the inside is fourth from Traffair. That's Liberty. Belgalon to neck away on the inside, lying sixth, and then 2 lengths further back is Famous Folly outside Yangtze River. Couple of lengths to Brander and Austria together, and then Serene Siren and Metal Ice last of all. Down the hill, Golden Express near the 650. Leads by about a length, Mazir and Dynastar the outside. That's Liberty improving to be fourth on the outside, and then Lady Arlington. Traffier next on the outside of Belgalant from Yangtze River, and Famous Folly comes widest at the home turn in front of Branter. Round the bend, Golden Express a length and a half, Mazir and Lady Arlington. Then Belgalant fourth under pressure from That's Liberty. Famous Folly under the whip down the outside. Golden Express in front, Mazir coming after near the 200. Belgalant and That's Liberty are closing from Famous Folly. Yangtze River, Mazir hits the lead. That's Liberty trying hard. Mazir from That's Liberty, Belgalant and Golden Express. Mazir the leader, hands and heels a half, holding them at bay, and Mazir draws on to win it from That's Liberty second. Photo third between Belgalant and